Zuleika picks this serve, backhand from the 3 line. Robote. Zuleika aggressively from the 6, backhand. Here's the backhand. Robote coming out. Like with the catch the 5 line, backhand to the inside, a rocks from the 11. Gaucheri, backhand to the inside. Robote forehand. Sherry's calling for it, lays it up. Benny, big reach, makes a fine save. Here's rocks, backhand. All missed. That's a 4th point for Gaucheri and Rocks. Gaucheri will serve the Renegades.
And Benny's been playing great in this match. I think that's really the first ball that he'd probably say that he should have had, even though that was right on the side wall, crossing deep in the backcourt. You can tell by his reaction. There is just no space to score for these Chargers here. Maybe a backhand 2 off of Benny to try to mix it up, but hasn't worked out yet.
Big backhand. Robote coming out. Robote left side by Gaucheri. Taken on the bounce by Benny. Benny from the 11 line. Plays it deep. Arats is there. Here's Benny from the forehand. Arats to the inside. Robote by Gaucheri. There'll be no shutout. Zuleika and Benny are on the board with a point. Zuleika has a serve for the Chargers.
And it's not coming out far enough to turn that Robote. Dropping sharply off the back wall. It's the Chargers something up on the scoreboard. See if they can make a late push here in this 3rd set.
Cherry picks the serve. Blast it to the inside. Benny chooses the Robote. It's a little low. And most definitely in the pad. 5 points possible. Match point for Gaucheri and Arats.
Yeah, definitely just hooked that one. And that ball is just come shooting off the back wall. Hard to time it up, and a little dangerous with Gaucheri up there in the front, but dropping into the pad. And as you know, the pad is bad. 5-1 here, Renegades. Gonna put points up on the scoreboard early on in this game day.
Here's the backhand by Benny. Backhand again by Benny to the inside. Robote. That ball hit the overhead screen, which is out of play. 2 points for Zuleika and Benny. Still possible match point for Gaucheri and Arats.
Best chance for the Chargers here to get at least a point off of Zuleika's serve. You saw it early on. Got him that opening set victory. See if he can turn it on late here in the 3rd set.
Powerful, powerful serve by Zuleika, handled well by Arats. Robote is on the wall, is still on the wall. Zuleika makes a save. Backhand by Arats. Benny to the inside, Arats is there. Zuleika, forehand Robote, passes the front quarter. Robote left side by Gaucheri. Zuleika's there, backhand. Zuleika takes that. That's a difficult catch. Robote on the forehand of Zuleika. Zuleika for that 3-wall play, but it goes right to the forehand of Arats.
A great recovery.
Benny on the Robote to the inside. Arats takes it on the bounce. Here's the backhand. Benny, backhand from the 11 line. Benny, beautiful catch behind the 11 line. Backhand by Benny to the 12. Rotz is there. Robote left side to the inside. Sherry takes it on the bounce. Here's the backhand. Backhand. Robote. Here's the catch by.
There.
Benny on the catch. Forehand now from the 10 line. There's the backhand by Rotz. Benny from the 12 line to the inside. That clears the overhead screen. Robote coming out. Point, set, in a hard-fought match for Gaucheri and Rotz. Winning in the third and decisive set, 6-2.
Took all 3 sets, but Gaucheri and Rotz. But nice response. They improved to 5-2 this season with a win. They start off the Renegades with 1.5 points on this game day.
Second is packed with action. Keep up with the world's fastest ball sport all game day long with bets on the matches, the sets, and each individual point. Find your favorite team or player and get in on the action with DraftKings, the official sports betting partner of the World Highlight League. The crown is yours. As soon as that...
And folks, let's take a look at that game day scoreboard. 1.5 points for the Renegades, courtesy of their top team, Gaucheri and Rotz. The race for first place, hotly contested at this point in the season. Renegades looking to close the gap. They will be tied up with the Warriors on points remaining after today. We're going to hear from the winning team, Gaucheri and Rotz. Here they are.
All right, Gaucheri and Rotz, congratulations on winning that match. You guys are now 5-2 after that win. How do you prepare to take on one of the most aggressive frontcourt players in the league in Zuleika?
Well, we know that all the games are difficult against Zuleika and Benny too. They were 5-1, I think. We were 4-2, now 5-2. Hard working, communication, and fight.
Yeah, that's it. The match, I think that we don't start good, but then we do a good comeback. So happy for the win, and now got to keep going to take some points.
Congratulations on winning that match. See what else happens in today's game day.
Thank you.
And once again, ladies and gentlemen, today a particularly exciting day for Battle Court. The WJAL is officially introducing Battle Court Highlight Free Bets, a contest for our remote fans. So if you're watching us from home and want to up the ante, all you need to do is scan the QR code on the screen or go to betbattlecourt.com to play along. This game will go live every Friday game day this month of April. Winners will earn merchandise, gift cards, and cash prizes every week. Plus, the overall contest winner will get a free trip down to Miami to experience Championship 5 in person. As a VIP guest, you must be 18 or older to play and win. Terms and conditions apply.
Sounds pretty cool, Stu. Good time to be here in Miami. Come May 17th, that's when our championship will be played. Up next, 4th Division doubles. I'm excited for this one. 2 of the most aggressive and best front quarters in this group, Iturbide and Bradley, take on Goanaga and Ben. Iturbide and Bradley undefeated coming into this one, but arguably their toughest matchup yet against Goanaga and Ben here later in the season. And Goanaga, 3rd-ranked player for his team, Iturbide the 2. That's the matchup to watch for in this one. Ladies and gentlemen, we are ready to begin match number 2, a 4th Division doubles match. Representing the Renegades, we have the team of Goanaga and Ben. And representing the Chargers, here's the team of Iturbide and Bradley. There's a serve by Iturbide. We begin with an over serve. Second serve coming up. A good serve lands between the 4 and 7 line. Goanaga picks the serve, whips it inside. Bradley makes a tough pickup deep in the backcourt. Then on the hop, takes it in, back beyond the 12 line. Forehand comes up the middle. Bradley leaping grab, back at the 12 line. Three-wall play, Goanaga. Turns the rebote. Iturbide up on the costado. High to the inside, Ben lines it up. Iturbide high and hard, backhand passes. That's right on the wall. Goanaga turns it, just does clear the overhead screen. Here's Bradley from deep in the backcourt. Forehand drops between them. Goanaga has the rebote again. Bradley high and hard, a little bit too high. That caught the rail just above the front wall. She is out of play.
Bradley coming back in 2024 after experiencing fairly significant knee injuries and surgery in 2023. Catching's been spot on, throwing's been spot on, and this partnership with Iturbide has been working out well.
Powerful serve. Bradley's got it on the forehand. Sidearm play, back inside. Ben thought about it. Lets that one come out. Here's Goanaga to the left side of Iturbide into the 2-wall. Thrown to score. Ties it up, 1-1.
Iturbide working on that 2-wall during his first 2 seasons, having some difficulty keeping it within that outer boundary line. He's adjusted the side wall, the front wall, and the pad very well, and landing them beautifully here in 2024.
Ben, middle of the court, backhand, power to the inside. Iturbide cuts it off. Goanaga does the same, back now at the 9 line. Our throw in the corner, rebote forehand by Iturbide, turn to the left side of Goanaga. High costado, big bounce, controlled by Bradley. Ben now reaching on the inside, powerful backhand, stopped by Bradley again. Forehand got away, that caught the overhead screen, which is out of play. 2-1 advantage for Goanaga and Ben.
Obviously, in any sport, including highlight, you want to avoid unforced errors. Bradley trying to get that ball past his opponent, struck the overhead screen, out of play.
Bradley on the forehand. Powerful play back inside. Ben lets it pass. Goanaga has it. Iturbide over the 7 line. Backhand. Snapped by Ben. Ben from deep in the backcourt. Powers it to the inside. Iturbide cuts off another. Puts it on the wall. Not a lot on that rebote. Goanaga digs it out. Bradley waits beyond the 11 line. Puts the forehand inside. Goanaga lays it up. Iturbide moving up on it. Costado powered right at the feet of Ben. The scoop is missed. Iturbide and Bradley tie it up, 2-2.
If Bradley can keep that ball in play and away from the overhead screen, catching's been spot on. He throws as hard as anyone else on the roster. Iturbide's 2-walls. Overall, the Chargers could do well here, but as you mentioned earlier, this is the toughest competition they faced all season.
Fault over serve, second serve coming up. Second serve is good. Here's Ben from the outside, lines it up. Powerful backhand, high and hard. Bradley out of the way. Iturbide, left side rebote. Goanaga cuts it off. There's the backhand to the inside. Stopped by Bradley. Rebote's coming out. Goanaga puts it up the middle. Bradley lets it pass. Bradley on the bounce. Goanaga, powerful throw to the inside. Catches 3 walls. Iturbide lines it up. This one clipped. Goanaga whips it low and hard back to the inside. Iturbide comes back for it. Goanaga again aggressively on the costado. This time to the forehand where it scores. Renegades break the tie. They lead it 3-2.
Gonaga continuing the aggressive style of play that we saw beginning back in February. It's got more and more powerful, consistent catching, highly accurate on these throws.
Here's Bradley on the forehand. Hard throw back to the inside. Good body control by Ben. Comes back over the top. Here's Iturbide on the Costado. It's a 2-wall, but that's too wide. 4 points for Gonaga and Ben.
That's an example of some of the difficulty that we saw Iturbide having. Ball's coming off the sidewall and opening up too much.
Yeah, I thought coming into this one, he may be most affected by that long layoff for the Chargers because he was playing his best highlight in that stretch of play in early to middle March, killing a number of points from the Costado, but again, early on, just not quite as sharp. Bradley on the forehand, keeps it inside. Goenaga's there to cut it off. Here's Iturbide back between the 9 and 10 line, drops it inside. Ben handles another. Iturbide again, 9 line, backhand, power to the inside. Ben will clip off the sidewall. Iturbide backed up to the 9, high coast out to the inside, kicking up. Good catch by Ben above his head. He blasts the return. Robote, that's on the wall. Iturbide pushed it outside. That lands in. Goenaga turns to Robote. Bradley from the inside, high and hard. Ben out of the way again. Goenaga, right side Robote. Iturbide's there to cut it off. Backhand on the wall. Here's Ben. Iturbide there at the 10 line. Backhand, dropping low. Ben handles another one. Goenaga advancing. Hard to the inside. Bradley all alone. Had it for a moment. Just couldn't control it. That's 5 points. Goenaga and Ben have a possible set point.
That going down low and trying to catch the ball on the bounce has worked well for Bradley throughout the season. But primarily when the ball is coming straight back to him, not out of the costado of Goenaga. It's a different type of speed and a different type of spin that he's used to. It hasn't been working for him.
Hard serve, comes out to the right side. Bradley controls it. Goenaga with time, get back in there for the Robote. Iturbide now into the 2-wall. This one stopped by Goenaga. Goenaga hard to the outside where it scores. Point and set. Goenaga and Ben take it 6-2. 2 minutes up on the board. We'll come back and play our second set.
Tremendous play by all 4 players, but Goenaga.
Iturbide and Bradley 7-0 coming into this one. Yeah, they already played Goenaga and Ben, but you look at the front quarters in this 4th division, And a couple times when they played the Cyclones, they had Flores up there. I mean, both times they played, they had Flores up there. A little bit of a mismatch against Iturbide. Against the Devils, you had Robin up there, and Iturbide just having his way with the Costado. But against Goanaga, rangier, more athletic, better defensive player. That's certainly the difference here today. Second set, ready to go. The Chargers have the serve. There's a serve by Iturbide. We begin set 2 with an ace. Iturbide and Bradley on the board with the point. And on the outside, there's a backhand low runner just above the pad. Cut off in the air by Iturbide. He blasts the backhand. Rabote close to the sidewall. Goanaga makes the save. Iturbide back to Ben. Good catch in the corner. Goanaga from the 9 line. Low runner inside. Cut off again by Iturbide. And now back beyond the 12 line. Hard throw to the inside. Bradley pulls it in. Powerful backhand, this one coming out. Rabote forehand, lined up by Iturbide. Just does clear the overhead. Screen comes a Ben. Sidearm play, cut off on the left side of Iturbide. He blasts the backhand. Ben controls another one. This one coming out. Goanaga turns it over the top. Bradley from the backcourt. Keeps this one to the inside. Little kick off the sidewall. Goanaga makes a play. High coasty, and it's tipped. Goanaga and Ben tie it up 1-1.
Once again, Goanaga going for sheer power on these Costado throws. They've been working very effectively for him. Right at Bradley. Bradley's been playing great, but these throws are just a bit too much for him so far here in the first and second set.
Forehand to the inside. Great catch by Ben. That kicked up over his head. Big bounce. Bradley waits for it at the 12 line. Powerful throw. Here Ben lining up another one. Bradley there at the 11 line. Higher and harder. This one's coming out. Goanaga on the Rabote. Keeps it up the middle. Good catch by Iturbide. He cuts it off. Backhand dropping low. Ben reaches in. Rabote forehand. Powered off the sidewall. Goanaga lets it pass. Turns it high. Big bounce. Bradley. Iturbide turns it into a 2-all. That stopped on the outside. That dropped.
It's not a particularly well thrown 2-all by Iturbide. They have to believe that Goanaga, who's been spot on with those catches, was thinking about what he was going to do with it before he made the catch. Point for the Chargers.
Ben handles that serve on the left side, backhand. Picked off by Bradley. Bradley comes out of the corner, high and hard. Not a lot on that one. Goanaga plays it back inside. Iturbide caught it in the air. Whips it outside. Good range by Goanaga. He cut it off. Backhand by Iturbide. Hard throw. Passes both Renegades. Goanaga. Rabote 2-all. That's too wide. 3 points for the Chargers. Iturbide and Bradley lead.
Goanaga now apparently feeling the pressure to kill the shot. Went for a 2-all. Put a little too much behind it, sent it out of play.
Ben blasts the backhand again. Bradley now from the left side. Hard throw, that just does clear the overhead screen. Ben's out of the way. Goanaga, powerful Rabote wall-to-wall. Iturbide just drops it inside, puts it on the wall. Ben handles. Backhand. Stopped overhead by Iturbide. Rabote forehand. Goanaga hooked it. That comes up the middle of the court. Iturbide low and hard. Ben comes back for it, stops it on the bounce. Wall to wall. Rabote forehand. Iturbide keeps it inside. Goanaga digs it out. Aggressive play by Iturbide. Costado at the feet of Ben. Backing up. Could not scoop it up. That's 4 points for the Chargers.
See rather lopsided score up there on the board, which is kind of how the game's gone. Iturbide's warmed up. Ben unable to make that catch.
Ben drops it inside. Iturbide up at the 8 will kick off the sidewall. Ben handles on the forehand. Iturbide calls him off, lines up the powers it inside. That's on the wall. Ben controls it. There's the backhand. Fire just above the pad. Gets to Bradley in the backcourt. Then again at the 13 line. Keeps it inside. Iturbide steps back to cut this one off. Puts it on the wall. Drops between them. Onaga has the rebote. Iturbide again keeps the pressure on. Another backhand. This one stopped in the air. Dropping in the corner. Iturbide just lays it up. All we can do with it. Onaga on the Costado. Hard to the inside. Bradley scooped it up. Ben sidearm play coming up the middle. Good control again by Bradley. Bradley winds it up. Powerful throw. Onaga takes it off the side wall. Bradley at the 11 line. Big backhand again. Hard to the inside. There's Onaga. Bradley ducks rather. Iturbide saves it. And it scores. Ball missed by Ben in the backcourt. That brings the Chargers to a 5-1 lead. Possible set point.
Score now reflected with basically exactly what's going on the court. Ben and Bradley in the backcourt, two aggressive front quarters, a bit more experience. It's taken Iturbide a little while to warm up. Onaga just off his footing on that last catch.
In and out of the cesta it goes. A third set coming up here in just 2 minutes. Iturbide and Bradley win it 6-1.
Onaga unable to keep that pace that he established early there in that first set. Going into the second set, Bradley, basically his strategy was working Bradley over and over and over again, expecting Bradley to miss as many as he did in the first one and the second one. Bradley letting a few more come out there. Iturbide was a bit better on, then just a few mistakes on the part of the Renegades. Onaga and Ben gave that set to the Chargers. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, you're watching Battle Court live from Magic City Highlight Fronton in Miami, Florida. Renegades taking on the Chargers.
Yeah, a couple more misses coming to the right side of Bradley early on, and just pulling a couple more to the left side, but again, a little less aggressive, letting that ball come out and having Iturbide control the play up there in the front. You see that miss by Onaga. Yeah, he was just probably thinking about the next throw before he secured the catch. It's when you expect him to make a play. And a lot of these coming back to Ben, testing his forehand where we saw a couple more misses as well. And look at this serve. Vicious kick across the sidewall. Ben tries to line it up on the forehand, and that ball's got a lot of spin. Coming back across the player's body into the backcourt off the serve. Hard to control. 6-1. Iturbide and Bradley, quite the response there after a slow start. There's 7 wins and 0 losses. I mean, by far the best winning percentage in Battle Court. The only other team that's undefeated, I think, Williams and Julian, also actually 7-0, so tied with the Division 6 team, Williams and Julian, for the Warriors. Looking to make it 8-0 right here. Iturbide and Bradley need this third set. Ready to begin. Onaga and Ben have the serve. Ladies and gentlemen, we are ready to begin our third and decisive set. Onaga and Ben serve to Iturbide and Bradley. There's the serve. Our final set is underway. Ball missed by Benny in the backcourt to get it started. Iturbide and Bradley on the board first. We will take an injury timeout. 5 minutes will be put up on the board for an injury timeout. Officially called injury timeout here, but lost to contact, so that will be necessary to play, especially at this speed. So 5 minutes up on the board. Again, injury timeout here. Will not be in jeopardy of having to forfeit this match or have to bring in a substitute, just dealing with a contact issue.
Not wearing contacts myself. I've only heard how difficult they can be. In this case, apparently rolling up off the front of the eyeball up towards the top. So he's got 5 minutes to try to adjust it, and I'm sure he'll be able to. But the injury timeout, we have injury timeouts and we have equipment timeouts. Equipment timeouts deal with baskets, cintas, shoes, or rather sneakers, helmets occasionally, chin straps. Those are the things that we normally see. Injury timeouts can be anything. We've seen players actually go down on the ground very hard, concerned about their ability to come up. We've seen some players go out. In this case, it is a contact. Here's some replays from the second set.
You see, that's the final point right there. Back is set number 1. Yeah. With his miss on the 2-wall, Goenaga thinking about the catch. Iturbide back out around the court. Again, we are ready to continue. Ready to continue here. Chargers, Iturbide and Bradley serve up 1-0. Over serve, second serve coming up.
Worst case scenario, blames on the contact.
Second serve is good. Ben from the outside. Back in, comes up the middle. Iturbide stops it overhead. He blasts this one into the corner. Here's Robote left side. Turned high off the front wall. Iturbide into the costado. Right at the feet. Ben steps out of the way. Goenaga does not turn the Robote. Caught the top part of the pad. And any part of the pad is bad. 2 points for the Chargers.
Mind of the scoring here in Battle Court, ladies and gentlemen. The first team to reach 6 points wins the set. First team to win 2 sets wins the match. We have a split set situation so far. Renegades won the first set 6-2. Chargers winning the second set 6-1. Currently in our third and decisive set.
Then comes back to the inside, gets under that serve. Iturbide backed up to the 10, cuts it off, back in, play to the inside. Here's Ben now. From the 12 line, hard throw, picked off by Iturbide again. Robote coming out. Goenaga plays it inside. Iturbide on the costado. It's a 2-wall. That lands in and scores. A challenge. Challenge has been requested by the Renegades. The ruling on the floor was the ball landed in. A play is under further review. All right, Stu. So, original call was in by the judge, so pretty simple here. If the ball touched the line, ball is out, and point will go to the Renegades. I don't think that ball was out, but we will take a look. Both judges
responded pretty quickly to it.
Now,
again, we're talking about watching something crossing the line.
Yeah, I don't think it. Yeah,
that's
very much in.
That's completely in.
That's what I thought I saw.
But see, that the interesting thing about this is when you see something that is so completely in. But the player really thinks that he saw it out.
Especially, I mean, the way that Iturbide throws it, it really opens
Official
up.
ruling is that it is in. The call was good.
Call was confirmed 3-0 in favor of Iturbide and Bradley. And the Renegades lose their challenge for the remainder of the day. Ben from the outside, backhand, comes in hot and hard. Robote comes to the outside and splits him up. Lands in and scores. 4-0 lead for Iturbide and Bradley.
Like I was saying before we came back, though, I mean, that's how fast the ball is moving. The judge's only job is to keep throwing that ball the best they can. Players who are on the court sincerely believe that they saw that ball go out, but it was more than
well
an inch.
in.
It was more than an inch or two in.
Great stop overhead by Bradley. Puts the forehand inside between both Renegades. There's a save by Goanaga just above the pad. Iturbide, backhand. Stopped overhead. Here's Ben now from the 12 line. Caught the corner. Iturbide backs up to cut it off. Hard throw to the inside. This one comes shooting out. Goanaga makes the play. Big bounce. Bradley, great control in the corner. Forehand drop between them. Goanaga looking for it. On the back end, makes a save. Bradley now, forehand. Play to the inside. Another Robote coming out. Right on the wall. Bradley controls it. The half carom. Not opening up enough. Goanaga powers it to the inside. Bradley out of the way. Iturbide left side Robote. Goanaga has it low, but could not control the catch. 5-0 in favor of the Chargers. They have a possible set and a possible match point.
Again, Goanaga under a lot of pressure to finish it. Don't know if he was thinking about going to the outside or perhaps a drop shot, but one way or the other. Did not work.
Here's Ben, forehand played back to the inside, cut off by Iturbide before it crossed the side wall. Here's Ben now, back beyond the 11. Powers it inside, Iturbide handles another one. Robote forehand, just does clear the overhead screen. That is out a long way. Iturbide tracks it down, puts it inside. Goanaga comes back for it now. Bradley, good defense, back behind Iturbide. Forehand comes out. Goanaga lines it up. Back to the inside. Here's Bradley now. Bradley, hard forehand play. Ben runs under it. What a catch by Bradley. Comes out middle of the court where it scores. Point, set, and match. Iturbide and Bradley take it in 3 sets, winning the final two. Here they are, the Chargers, 4th Division team.
All right. It's a really Bradley. Congratulations on winning that match. You guys are still undefeated, 8-0. Only 2 matches remain for a perfect double seasons. How do you guys ensure that you stay focused to pull this great accomplishment off?
It's just minimizing the errors. You can see in the first set, I had a couple errors, and if I can just minimize those, this guy up in the front makes it happen. I back him up. That's it.
¿Qué?
¿Cómo mantienen una temporada perfecta? Solamente le faltan 2 partidos y ganan todos los partidos de esta temporada. ¿Cómo mantienen el foco?
Bueno, aspiramos a intentar ganar lo máximo posible.
We just are always aspiring to win as much as possible.
Para que sea para el equipo bueno eso.
It's good for the team.
Y nada, hacemos muy buena pareja y a seguir así.
And we make a really good doubles team, and we just got to keep going that way. Well, guys, again, congratulations on winning the match. We'll see what else happens today.
Coming up next, 5th Division doubles heater. Joseph and Aratz of the Renegades take on El Barba and Benny. Joseph and Aratz compiled a nice record so far this season, 5-2. El Barba and Benny this season been up and down for him, 3-4 coming into this one. They had a lengthy winning streak, El Barba and Benny did, to begin the season at 3 games, now riding a 3-game losing streak. Looking to end that right here. Ladies and gentlemen, we are ready to begin match number 3, a 5th Division doubles match. Representing the Chargers, we have the team of El Barba and Benny. And representing the Renegades, we have the team of Joseph and Aratz.
Ladies and gentlemen, our 3rd match of the evening is now ready to begin. El Barba will have the serve for the Chargers. El Barba begins. Backhand by Aratz. Benny, fine catch, nice return from the 11 line. Big backhand by Aratz. This is Rebote. That rebound off the back wall to the forehand of El Barba. Aratz is there. Karam, stopped by El Barba. He does not hold on to it. First point of this match goes to the Renegades. Joseph and Aratz. Joseph has the serve.
And so far this season, El Barba has established that he can make that play to either his left or right side. So at least at the beginning of the match, you gotta let him play up there in the front and change it up if you need to later on.
Here's Benny on the catch. Backhand from the 9 line. He gets it up over Aratz's head. Joseph on the rebote. El Barba reaching out. Placement inside. A little too hard. Aratz gets it. Split placement. Stopped by Benny. Karen by Benny. Stopped by Joseph. Benny comes up with the catch. Kind of an awkward throw, but it's in play. Backhand by Aratz. Rebote by Benny to the inside. Backhand by Aratz. Benny coming out for the rebote at the 6 line. Turns it to the outside. Aratz is there. Benny, forehand rebote to the inside. Very much the inside. Great grab. Snag by Aratz. Here's Benny. Costello 2-all is out. 2 points for Joseph and Aratz. Joseph serves.
And with Aratz that close to the side wall, I'd rather see Benny just keep that 2-all in and force Joseph to make that catch to his left side. In the 6th division, you're going to see a couple more misses to the left side compared to the right, and Joseph has already established that he's going to make that play tonight.
El Barba picks that serve. He goes for the outside placement. It is wide. 3 points for Joseph and Aratz. Joseph has the serve for the Renegades.
And El Barba just going to have to make the adjustment. If the shots aren't working out for him, he's just going to have to play the ball to the inside. He can throw the carambola. He can throw some 3-walls, just something a little bit less risky than something that's either in or out.
Here's a backhand by Benny. Backhand by Aratz. Benny from the 9 line. Big backhand clears the overhead screen. Joseph looking for the rebote. El Barba has this ball to the outside. Perfect placement by El Barba will score. Soft cortado working for El Barba. That's a point for the Chargers. El Barba serves.
That's the type of shot we're talking about for El Barba. Back to the inside, soft touch just above the pad, forcing Aratz to step up, and he couldn't get there before the second bounce. And that one even a little bit lower than I'd like to see, because it kind of forwarded with the pad there, but fortunately scoring.
Cortada served by El Barba, caught by Aratz. El Barba, Rebote save at the side wall. Aratz takes it up on the bounce. Backhand. Benny takes it on the bounce at the 12 line. Rebote forehand. El Barba's there. Drop shot, a little too high. Aratz has it at the 3 line. Drop shot, that's low, and it scores. 4 points for Joseph and Aratz. Joseph served.
And really good drop shot right there. Both Chargers going for it. Now they're coming away with the ball.
Here's the backhand by Benny. Rebote coming out. Rebote by Joseph. Low placement. What a catch by Benny. Karen by Benny will score. Well thrown. 2 points for Benny and El Barba. Chargers. El Barba serves.
Renegades just got to communicate. Aratz was charging forward on the outside, and Joseph didn't know he was coming. Stabbed on the left side and just didn't make the play. That's what I'm talking about with Benny, though. If he's going to throw the 2-wall, better to play it to the 6th-ranked player's left side than his right. See the miss right there.
Here's the backhand by Aratz. Benny from deep in the backcourt. Rebote coming out. Rebote forehand to the inside. Catch by Benny. He winds up. Split placement attempt caught by Aratz in the air. Aratz back to the inside. Benny reaches out. He's got the ball. Here's Aratz from the 11 line. Big backhand. Rebote coming out. That Rebote, that rebound off the back wall. Taken on the bounce by Aratz. Benny grabs it in the air at the 8 line. Goes deep. Rebote forehand. Light touch. Benny reaches up. Joseph is there. Rebote left side, 2-all. Joseph is there again. Hard throw goes off the tip of Benny Sesta and scores. 5 points and a possible set point for the Renegades. Joseph served.
A bit of a slow start for Joseph to begin this spring 24 season, but playing some of his best so far tonight. Great defense on the outside, then the offense to match, powering it, just beating Benny.
Here's a backhand by Benny. Beautiful catch. Nice return by Aratz. Backhand by Benny. What a catch by Aratz in the corner. That ball is dropped by Benny. Point and set to Joseph and Aratz. They take the first set 6
coming into this one, Joseph and Arant's winners of 3 in a row. El Barba and Benny on the opposite end of that. Lost 3 straight up and down season. El Barba and Benny, their first match of the season, they lost. They won 3 in a row after that. And since that point, the beginning of March, they have dropped 3 straight. Looking to get back in the win column. They're going to need these next 2 sets. See if they can get it started here with the serve.
Ladies and gentlemen, reminder of the scoring here in Battle Court. The first team to reach 6 points wins the set. The first team to win 2 sets wins the match. We're ready to begin our second set. Renegades in orange won the first set. El Barba has the serve for the Chargers. El Barba serves. Our second set is underway with an overserve. Second serve must be good. A good serve lands between the 4 and 7 line. Here's a backhand by Rotz. Robote. Rotz on the backhand. Robote left side, split placement. Stopped by Benny at the 9 line. Karam, stopped by Rotz. Rotz goes hard to the inside. Benny for the Robote, makes the save. Rotz goes into the front court. Sends it deep, looking for the 3-wall play. Benny, perfect read on the Robote. Drop shot to the outside, and Rotz is there. Splitter thrown perfectly to score by Rotz. Joseph and Rotz first up on the board in our second set. Joseph has the serve.
And good read by Benny first time around, but that was just perfectly done. Split placement off the carambola, coming back to the outside. Not much of an effort there by El Barba, just kind of stabbing for it, and Benny not even making a play for it. Very well done to get the Renegades on the board first to start off set 2.
Backhand by Benny, thrown powerfully wall to wall. Robote is coming out to the 3 line, turned by Joseph to the inside. What a catch by Rotz at the 13 line. Robote forehand, low and inside, stopped by Rotz. Split placement by Rotz, scooped up beautifully by El Barba. El Barba turns this one nicely deep. That's a fine save by Rotz. Benny with the catch. 2-all. Stopped by El Barba, dropped by El Barba. Point for Joseph and Rotz of the Renegades. Joseph serves.
Another one that you would just expect El Barba to make that play. He started off this season so strong, making pretty much every defensive catch on the outside, adding a little bit of offense. Established himself as one of the best 6s, but tonight not one of his better nights. A lot of unforced errors on kill shot attempts and just on catching alone.
Here's backhand by Benny. Backhand by Rotz.
Oh, that escape.
Ball's out of play. 3 points for Joseph and Rotz. Joseph serves.
Benny going for a big swing, trying to pass a Rotz on that Robote, but sent well to the outside.
Backhand by Benny. Beautiful catch by Rotz at the 13 line. Robote coming out. Karam. Stopped by Joseph. Carambola stopped by Benny. Dropped by Benny. Point for Joseph and Rotz. 4 points for the Renegades. Joseph serves.
And when Joseph is on and making that catch, he's not one you want to test to his right side. I mean, that carambola's got a lot of power, a lot of spin, and just so difficult to control.
Here's a backhand by Benny. Robote coming out. Joseph eyes on the Robote. He rifles this one back. Benny comes out with a clutch catch at the 10 line. Here's a Rotz. Forehand. That Robote forehand is missed. No shutout here. El Barba and Benny of the Chargers are on the board with a point. Joseph serves.
And finally getting something up on the board.
El Barba serves, rather.
See if the Chargers can get just anything started.
That was an overserve. Here's Aratz on the catch. Backhand, the inside. Robote coming out. Robote forehand by El Barba, thrown to the inside. Aratz takes it on the bounce. Benny on the catch. Backhand from the 13 line. That cleared the overhead screen. Aratz keeps the Robote from himself. A light touch. El Barba's on it. El Barba going for that placement, and he got it to score. Excellent throw by El Barba, landing in and scoring. El Barba and Benny, the Chargers, with 2 points. Joseph and Aratz with 4. El Barba serves. First to 6. Will win the set.
Yeah, smart shot. You see Aratz pretty close to the front wall. El Barba gets it over his head and opens up off the back wall. Very nicely done. Their second straight point. See if they can get back into this set.
Here's a backhand by Aratz. Robote coming out. Robote left side to the inside. Here's a backhand. El Barba, forehand Robote. Scoop missed by Aratz. 3 points for El Barba and Benny. El Barba has the serve for the Chargers.
Oh, nice three-point run. See if the Chargers can add another one right here.
Excellent serve by El Barba, handled well in the backcourt by Aratz. Here's Benny, backhand, caught by Aratz, backhand from the 11 line. Beautiful catch by Benny deep in the backcourt. Aratz goes deep, that clears the overhead screen. El Barba at the 4 line, turns the Robote. Gustavo 2-all, stopped by Benny. Carom by Benny is perfectly thrown to score. 4-4 is the score. El Barba has the serve.
Aratz saw El Barba out of position, threw the 2-all right at him. Good backup by Benny, makes the stop, and his Carom return was spot on, perfect. Just out of reach of Joseph. 4 straight points. Looked like it was going to be an easy straight set victory. The Chargers have made this a set. They're going to force another third set on this game day.
Fault under serve. Battle court rules allow for 2 serves. Second serve must be good. A good serve lands between the 4 and 7 line. Splitter.
Hit Joseph.
Hit Joseph. That is a loss of point. That is a loss of .4. Five points for El Barba and Benny, possible set point. Here's a backhand by Aratz. Robote coming out. Beautiful catch by Aratz. Big backhand follows. Robote. Split placement, read and stopped by Aratz. Aratz from the forehand. Benny's going to look for a tricky Robote. Sends it inside. Equally difficult Robote this time for Aratz. Benny with the catch at the 7 line. Aratz digs it out.
What a
that
save.
cleared the overhead screen. Clean miss in the front court by El Barba. Benny from the 6 line. Catch by Aratz. Going hard by Aratz. Caught on the forehand of Benny. Benny goes hard to the inside. Robote saved by Aratz. Caught by Benny on the outside. Cortadas stopped by Aratz. Aratz to the inside. Hard where it scores. 5-5. Ladies and gentlemen, this is set point for the Chargers and match point for the Renegades.
A crucial point going to the Renegades. All the momentum on the Chargers side. I mean, Aratz, he worked hard right here. Benny gets up there, throws a pretty good drop shot. Aratz scrapes it off the ground, and look at his placement right on the side wall. He needed every bit of it. Get it by Benny.
Backhand by Benny. Robote coming way out. Aratz going to keep it for himself up the 4 line. There's the duel that scores. Point, set, and match to Joseph and Aratz, taking it in straight sets. 6-2, 6-5.
Straight set victory for the Renegades. They retake the lead on the game day. They now have 3 points. The Chargers just 1.5. If we're flipping over to singles here, Stu, up next, 5th division matchup between Ben and Bradley. They'll be coming your way in just about 3 minutes.
As soon as that highlight ball leaves the cesta, you can't blink because every second is packed with action. Keep up with the world's fastest ball sport all game day long with bets on the matches, the sets, and each individual point. Find your favorite team or player and get in on the action with DraftKings, the official sports betting partner of the World Highlight League. The crown is yours.
Welcome back to Battle Court. There is the game day scoreboard brought to you by DraftKings. 1.5 for the Chargers in purple. 3 points for the Renegades. Total scores of all teams there right underneath. Singles coming up next. Before we go, let's talk to the winners of our last match from the Renegades, Joseph and Aratz.
All right, Joseph Aratz, congratulations on winning that match. You guys are 4 wins in a row. How has this team improved so well since the start?
Thank you. Yeah, just a lot of practicing, a lot of communication. Aratz always giving me confidence, and we always talking and communicating, and that's what's getting it done out there.
Yeah, I think that we play good. Used to, we see that this better and better when the match are going on, and he's learning a lot. So happy for the team. We are playing good, and now we have to keep going.
Okay, so again, congratulations on winning that match. See what else happens in today's game day.
Thank you.
And up next, 5th division singles between Bradley and Ben. 2 of the original members of Magic City program here with the World Highlight League and Battle Court. Bradley and Ben played some great matches here in this 5th division over the course of their careers. So far this season, Bradley just 1 win and 2 losses through his first 3 matches. Ben Always one of the better players in this group, plus 500. His record 3-1. This will be his 5th and final singles match. We're going to end on a high note with a win. Only blemish on Ben's record this season came at the hands of Correa. That was his last time out back on the 26th of March. We're going to get back in the win column right here and add a crucial point for his team. One more point for the Renegades would secure at least a tie on the game day over one of the top contenders in the Chargers. Ready to go with match number 4. Ladies and gentlemen, we are ready to begin our 4th match of the evening, 5th Division singles. Representing the Chargers, we have Bradley. And representing the Renegades, we have Ben. There's a serve. We begin this singles match. Backhand to the inside, stopped by Bradley. Bradley powers one into the corner. Ben looking for the rebote. He makes a save. Big bounce, dropping low. Bradley not going to let it bounce. Makes the catch in the air. Here's Bradley, gets up there at the 7 line, whips the Costado. Ben with a good read, caught it in the air. Ben, soft touch, right on the wall. What a scoop by Bradley. Forehand back to the inside. Here's Bradley now. Big backhand, wall to wall. Rebote forehand dropped into the top part of the pad. Any part of the pad is bad. That gets Bradley on the board first with a point.
Most of Ben's power and skills there on the left side. Right side, rebote definitely not his forte. The rebote, that ball that comes off the back wall, comes with a certain momentum. Got to continue that momentum, maybe even increase it. Ben will do that on the left side. Not always on the right side. That was the case there. It hit the pad.
Underserve. Second serve coming up. That is an underserve, a double fault. That's going to get Ben on the board with his first point.
Bradley more than capable of landing these serves in. Again, you don't want to give it to your opponent, but you're better off forcing him in, with, especially with all of Bradley's power. Just force him into the corner.
Bradley here at the 11 line. Sidearm play back to the inside. Here's a rebote. Ben makes a save right on the wall. Good control by Bradley. Bradley low and hard. Ben backing up. The scoop is missed. Bradley leads 2-1.
Ben has a rather low tolerance for frustration. Again, Bradley's big, and he throws the ball and stays put. So if Ben wants interference, he just has to stand still and ask for it. I don't know that he would have gotten it, but
over serve. Second serve coming up. Well-placed serve. Good catch there by Ben as that crossed the sidewall into the Chula. That's going to drop and score. 2-2. We're tied up.
Powerful backhand by Ben, hitting low on the back wall, not coming out. Very well done.
Bradley up at the 9 line. Powerful forehand to the inside. Here's the rebote. Oh, that escaped.
Went the wrong direction, didn't it? Or was that me?
I think it did.
I mean, the ball's supposed to go forward, right? Like towards the front wall? That came towards us. Or you.
Yeah, you got to throw it forward, always.
Okay. Just wanted to make sure that I wasn't seeing things.
Oh, no, you saw it.
I
It just went backwards. Yeah, it went backwards.
Okay.
Oh, yeah. No, you're,
sure of that.
you're right, Stu.
What a catch.
What a catch there by Ben. Here's a backhand. Rebote forehand. Powered by Bradley back in the corner. Ben makes a nice save. One dropped at Bradley's feet, backing up, makes the play at the 10 line. Comes hard over the top. Here's Ben reaching in. One-handed grab by Bradley. Nice play on the hop. Ben into the 2-wall. Thrown to score. Well done. That ties it up 3-3.
Ben has absolutely been working on that now for years. Costado from the left side. Costado by definition on the left side. That 2-wall has been working for Ben this season. Good for him.
That ball died coming out of the service box. Bradley got up there and makes a great catch. Then another one. That one sticks inside. There's a scoop by Bradley deep in the backcourt. Rotate left side. On the bounce, Bradley controls it middle of the court. High and hard back into the corner. Ben lines it up, drops it above the pad. Bradley advancing. Good body control. Shoots an outside placement. Out of reach of Ben, but he lines up the rebote on the back end. Bradley stands inside. Forehand comes over the top. Here's Ben now. Ben the carom right over Bradley.
All right.
And it's scored.
All right. I got all the respect for that. So Bradley should have ducked lower than he did. But Ben, situationally aware not to hit Bradley, put it safely away from him to make a fine carom. Bradley with his back on the wall. This is singles. You got your back on the wall like that, that's what you do. You throw the carom. You throw it safely. It's very well done by Ben.
Bradley from the left side, backhand, stopped overhead by Ben. Ben now at the 10, drops it above the pad. There's a scoop by Bradley. Bradley straight to the outside. Ben got there, just couldn't make the catch. 4-4 is the score. Bradley serves.
That was really well thrown by Bradley to the outside. Again, he's got such a reach. Look, he's about 2 feet from that side wall. Boom, he goes outside from so close to the outside. So well done. Ben had a beat on that. That wasn't his assist. It just went off the frame.
Rebote forehand, played back to the inside. Ben looking for it, makes a nice save. This one dropped at Bradley's feet. Nice scoop back on the forehand. 3-wall play, Ben lines it up, makes a save. It's a high 2-wall, cut off by Bradley. Bradley into the carom, but that is low.
One of that carom.
That's in the pad. The pad is bad. Ben jumps out ahead. 5-4. He's got a possible set point. And we will put 5 minutes up on the board for an equipment timeout.
This is an equipment timeout. 5 minutes on the board. Again, Ben broke his Cinta on that last play. Cinta holds the hand in the basket. This counts as an equipment timeout. Has up to 5 minutes to resolve the situation. Will not take that long.
Yeah, you see there, he's already got a new one, and he's ready to get back in. We are ready to continue here. Ben serves, leading 5-4. This is a possible set point. That is an underserve. Second serve coming up. Second serve is good. Bradley controls it on the forehand. Powerful play, high and hard, back in the corner. Then lines up the Robote, puts it up the middle. Here's Bradley now, backhand. Launch this one, high and hard. Ben on the Robote, makes a good save. Bradley over the 9 line, backhand opens up, takes Ben to the outside. Ben low and hard, right at the feet, and it scores. Point and set. Ben takes it 6-4. 2 minutes up on the board. We'll come back and play set number 2.
Ben off to a little bit of a slow start there in that first.
Match.
And with about 30 seconds to go, you see Bradley taking last few moments there in the player's cage. Ben's already on the court, ready to begin the second obligatory set. Reminder of the scoring here in Battle Court. First player to reach 6 points wins the set. First player to win 2 sets wins the match.
We are ready to begin set number 2. Bradley will serve to Ben. Bradley begins our second set with an ace. And on the board first, he serves again.
Bradley's got a bit of an unconventional style, but he's got one of the hardest throws on the roster. He's able to cross that sidewall off the serve. It sets up a particularly difficult catch, whoever's trying to catch it.
Ben backing up, handles his serve, back beyond the 11th line. Powerful throw to the inside in the corner. Bradley's Robote got away, sent up high the overhead screen, which is out of play. 1-1, Ben serves.
And Bradley trying to get the ball back, and doing so, going a little too high to the front wall, hit the overhead screen.
Well, under serve came up short of the 4 line. Second serve coming up for Ben. Brownlee puts the forehand over the top. Ben on the rebote, makes a nice save. Bradley's at cross, makes a catch on the right side. Ben trying to take it off the side wall. That one dropped. 2 points for Bradley.
Reminder of the scoring here in Battle Court, ladies and gentlemen. The first player to reach 6 points wins the set. First player to win 2 sets wins the match.
Ben opens up with a Costado. Powerful throw to the inside.
Throw.
Got him. Quick point ties it up 2-2.
Spot on, beautiful throw by Ben. High degree of accuracy, throwing the ball from the Costado to the inside. When you're playing against it, you have to respect it. It may be a 2-all. In that case, look how beautifully inside this goes. Boom. Straight to the inside. Right to the side wall. Well thrown by Ben.
Here's Bradley opening up on the forehand. Ben backing up, elects to run around it. Gets out there in time to make the save. Here's Bradley now up at the 9 line. Big backhand thrown. Here's a rebote. Forehand. Ben lays it up. Bradley now on the Costado. He whips it to the inside. Ben, nice scoop. Here's a backhand. Rebote flicked over the shoulder. That's not going to make it. Ben takes the lead 3-2.
That's a tough play. Those balls that come to the side wall, you really have to be, your body has to be pretty far in front of it. Your arm on as close to a full extension as possible. Cesta literally touching the side wall. Gotta let that ball drop into your cesta and just send it over your head the best you can. Trying to face the back wall and throw it over your own head, a little tough.
That serve is an ace. Well placed, crossing the side wall to score. 4-2 lead for Ben. Bradley advancing, powerful forehand. Dropped in the corner, Ben on it. Close to the side wall, rather, makes a nice save. Sidearm Kara opens up.
Wow.
And scores. What a shot there by Bradley. Cuts the deficit to 1.
Okay. He was flirting with the pad on that one. No question about that. I mean, I imagine you were looking the same direction that I was looking. There's not an inch of skylight, daylight, whatever you want to call it, between the ball and the pad there. I imagine if we were up there, we might see a little bit.
Yeah.
But that was just
much.
beautifully executed by Bradley to score.
Hard serve is an ace. Bradley ties it up. 4-4 is the score. Bradley serves. That serve is an overserve. Second one coming up.
If Bradley does have anything left to put behind that serve, I'm not sure where he's keeping it. He is absolutely blasting that server.
Second serve is good. Ben takes it in, back beyond the 12 line, into the corner. Bradley lines up the rebote. Beautiful throw, played to pass. Ben now high off the front wall. Bradley controls the big bouncer. Up at the 8 line. Hard throw again, sticks inside. Ben lining it up, makes another save. Bradley on the bounce, slow and hard to the inside. Ben scooped it up. Backhand just above the pad, and scores. 5 points for Ben. He's got a possible match point.
I'm not sure how much Ben had control, how much control Ben had of that ball when he threw it. But man, see, he's trying to control it there, but what a bullet comes low. Comes back on the inside, just beautifully executed.
Bradley takes a serve on the right side. Long carom opens up, and it scores. We are tied up at 5-5. Is possible match point for Ben. It is set point for Bradley, looking to take this to a third set. Right off the jump, shoots the carom. Right off the tip. Ben controls the serve on the right side, keeps it inside. What a catch by Bradley, no look over his head. Ben now, middle of the court, backhand, right off the back wall. Bradley makes another good save on the rebote. Here's Ben, good control, backhand from the 10 line, blasted. This comes shooting out. Bradley saves it just above the pad. Ben's got it. Ben low and hard. That will score for the win. Point set and a hard-fought match going the way of Ben. Even straight. Spring 24 season. Let's hear from Ben of the Renegades.
All right, Ben, congratulations. You finished the single seasons 4-1. You take tremendous pride in your game. So what goes into preparation for you to have success out on the court?
I come in at least once a week to practice, especially if when I know I'm going to be playing on Friday. I watch a little bit of film and practice my game plan for them doing, which is exactly what I did on actually 2 days, Wednesdays and Thursdays. So that's all it is, just practice, 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 practice. That's all.
Well, Ben, again, congratulations on winning that match. Great way to close out your single season. We'll see what else happens in today's game day.
All right, thank you.
Up next, 6 division doubles matchup. Joseph and Arta take on El Barba and Ubia. Joseph and Arta, 1 win came in their opening match. Since that point, they have lost 6 straight, but been knocking on the door. They've played some competitive matches over their last few game days. Their opponents, though, El Barba and Ubia, it's been quite the layoff for this team. Exactly a month since they last played back on March 5th, coming in on a 2-match losing streak and 3-4 overall this season. Ladies and gentlemen, we are ready to begin match number 5, 6 division doubles. Representing the Chargers, we have El Barba and Ubia. And for the Renegades, it's the team of Joseph and Arta.
El Barba serves, we begin. Arta, backhand from the center line, powerfully thrown. Robote, left side by El Barba with a light touch. Joseph gets in there, makes the backhand. Ubia, Robote left side. Arta on the bounce. Forehand from the 8 line. Ubia is there. Big forehand by Ubia. Backhand 2-all with a light touch. Goes off the frame of El Barba Cesta. First point of this match goes to Renegades, Joseph and Arta. Joseph serves.
One thing I like and respect with this team for the Renegades, it wasn't working out over their first couple matches, so they've really changed up the strategy. Arta's aggressive with his shots from the backcourt, and they've had a little bit more success their last couple of days. I mean, taking matches to 3 sets. There was one match that was decided on the final point of set number 3, so they're close to win number 2.
That ball lands in. Dies coming out of the service box and scores. 2 points for Joseph and Arta. Joseph serves.
And that one really died, just landing beyond the 4 line. Ubia couldn't get up there before the second bounce. Bit of an unfortunate break for the Chargers. Renegades got to take advantage and close out this set. They got an early lead.
Arta on the catch. Here's the backhand from deep in the backcourt. Ubia is there. Backhand. Blasted from the 10 line. Big backhand by Arta. Ubia again. Powerful forehand. Arta's there. Here's Ubia now from the 11 line. Karam scores. That's a point for El Barba and Ubia. El Barba will serve for the Chargers.
Joseph was handling those well in the opening match, but a little bit of a power difference from Benny compared to Ubia on that right side. Ubia giving it pretty much everything he has in the tank. Just a little bit more difficult to control.
Here's the backhand by Arta. Powerfully thrown. Robote coming out. Barba on the Robote. Puts it back to the inside. Arta's there. 2-all. Is in. 3 points for Joseph and Arta. Joseph serves. I think El Barba may have just thought that it was going out because he's been moving up on those balls well. And Arta's been landing these very well. That was a mistake on Barba's part. Fault over serve. Battle court rules allow for 2 serves. Second serve must be good. Good serve lands between the 4 and 7 line.
In that first match, El Barba looked a little bit more tired than we've seen him throughout this season. I mean, conditioning hasn't really been a problem for him. He just looked a little bit more gassed than we've seen him in that second set in his first match.
Here's the backhand by Ubia, powerfully thrown. Robote coming to Joseph. Joseph turns it midcourt. Here's the backhand by Ubia. Big backhand by Ubia. Robote forehand save. Did not have the distance. 2 points for the purple shirts. El Barba and Ubia. El Barba serves.
Ubia just has to utilize his power and pass these Renegades and make life difficult on the Robote. And Arta's going to be aggressive. Don't want to have that matchup, but Arta against El Barba keeps shooting shots straight to the outside. Ubia just got to take matters into his own hands and pass whenever possible. Doing a good job there to cut the deficit to 1.
Here's the backhand. Powerfully thrown. Robote coming out. Robote forehand by El Barba. Arta's there. Drop shot. El Barba gets in there. Got assessed on it. Could not make the catch. That's an excellent turn of play by Arta. He has 4 points along with Joseph. Joseph serves for the Renegades.
And throughout his highlight career, Arta does have some front court experience. You say usually the front court is the one that throw a couple more shots, but that was from some of his younger years. Played up there in the front, moved to the backcourt, but still utilizing these skills on a smaller court. Crucial to the success of this team. 4-2 lead here early on. What a powerful forehand. My goodness.
Such a powerful forehand will score for Ubia. Joseph unable to turn the rebote. That's 3 points for El Barba and Ubia. El Barba serves.
Not only was it powerful, but when it dropped, it was right on the side wall. Tough for Joseph to get in there and make a play to keep the rally going.
Costello 2-all lands in and scores. That's beautifully executed by Arta. Arta has 5 points along with Joseph in a possible set point.
And just keep attacking El Barba up there and doesn't have a response for that 2-all. Arta throws it powerfully, has a nice cut, really opens up.
El Barba picks a serve. That 2-all is in the pad, and the pad is bad. Point and set for Joseph and Arta. We'll put 2 minutes on the board, come back.
Track that one down. Perfectly done. Opened up a 5-3 lead.
I'll tell you, Joseph and Arta playing really well together.
I mean, they've been getting better and better. They've been close to, I mean, nothing to really show for it. See if they can close out the match, though. It's been one of the struggles for this team. They've gotten close, but it's getting that final point. See if they can do it here against a tough team in El Barba and Ubia.
Ready to begin our second set. El Barba serves. Here's serve by El Barba, powerfully thrown. Backhand by Arta. Robote, a rebound from the back wall, played by El Barba. Big bounce, brought in by Arta. Arta, powerful backhand. El Barba gets in there. Drop shot, Robote, saved by Joseph. Robote left side, 2-all. Will score. Very well done by Ubia, changing things up nicely there. Chargers first up on the board. El Barba serves.
And Ubia starting to pick up the pace here to begin this second set. And really hard to, I mean, the way that El Barba has played so far in this match, expects that you're going to win these longer rallies. So you got to shoot the ball to the perceived weaker player. And 2-all worked out for him to begin.
Another fine serve by El Barba. Here's the backhand by Arta. While missed in the backcourt, Renegades are on the board with the point. Joseph will serve.
I just think he ran out of space. I mean, that's one you expect Ubia to catch.
Here's the backhand by Ubia, caught by Arta. Fine catch, backhand 2-all, scooped up by El Barba. Carambola by El Barba will score. That's 2 points for El Barba and Ubia. El Barba serves.
El Barba's picked it up here to begin this second set. Defensive stop, and then coming back with that softer cortada or the carambola. Again, if Joseph just has to listen out for his back quarter. You see here, look at this, nice scoop. But this ball was right between the Renegades. If it's that far to the inside, you'd rather have Arta go for it.
There's a backhand by Arta. Ubia, beautiful catch. Big backhand, a little too hard, hit the overhead screen. That's 2 points. We're all tied up. Joseph and Arta.
And just 2 unforced errors for the Chargers here, resulting in 2 points for the Renegades.
Powerful forehand. There's the rebote by Arta. Point for Joseph and Arta.
Yeah, that carom was just way too low right from the start. Almost into the floor on a hit off the side wall. Again, just have to make the adjustment. We'd rather force Joseph to make a catch and to give the point away.
Catch by El Barba. Cortada by El Barba scores. That's beautifully thrown. We're all tied up 3 points apiece. El Barba has to serve the Chargers.
And that's all he has to do. I mean, the 2-wall is a little bit fancier and obviously score with authority, but soft back to the inside, forcing Joseph to run up on the ball and try to control it. That's where we see a couple more misses. And it takes the back quarter out of it as well.
Ubia calls for the catch. Backhand thrown powerfully. Rebote coming out. Arta will keep the rebote for himself. Ubia looking for rebote. Left side, he makes the play. Here's Arta. Drop shot.
That's a
second
good
bounce. It scores. Well done. 4 points. The Renegades, Joseph and Arta. Joseph serves.
Arta isn't throwing the drop shot well from both sides. You see here, not a traditional drop shot from the costado, almost like a softer costado to the inside. Trying
Inside
to get,
placement.
yeah,
Remate Rincon.
what he said.
Rebote forehand by Joseph. He makes the save. Here's Ubia. Ubia winds up. Pass it low and hard to the inside, and Arta's there. Arta backhand,
Oh,
2-all.
got it.
Perfect time to throw it. It scores. That is 5 points for Joseph and Arta. Possible match point.
Well, this has been by far Arta's highest kill shot percentage this season. He hasn't missed many, and he scored on a number of them from both sides again. The costado and the right side doing some damage here. 1 more point to close out this match.
Backhand 2-all. Scoop
Oh, what a
by
scoop.
Joseph. Carambola by Joseph. Stopped by Ubia. Ubia powerfully from the forehand. Rebote comes to the inside. Arta. Perfect positioning to make the play. And score for the win. Point, set, and match for Joseph and Arta, taking it in straight sets. 6-3, 6-3.
And that secures the win for the Renegades on this game day. 5.5 points already. We got 1 match left, a singles match, top division. Goshere takes on Zuleika in just about 3 minutes.
second is packed with action. Keep up with the world's fastest ball sport all game day long with bets on the matches, the sets, and each individual point. Find your favorite team or player and get in on the action with DraftKings, the official sports betting partner of the World Highlight League. The crown is yours.
And you're watching Battle Court live from Magic City Highlight Fronton in Miami, Florida. Here we are with the game day scoreboard. You see a 1.5 for the purple, the Chargers. 5.5 points for the Renegades, having a great night tonight. Total points. And you see there that the Renegades have now stepped into first place. Let us hear from the winners of that last match, Joseph and Arta.
All right, Joseph Arta, congratulations on your second win of the season. Arta, I noticed you've been much more aggressive from the backcourt within the last few matches in terms of throwing shots. What went into that strategic change?
Nothing. Honestly, it's Juice. He always tells me, listen, throw it to the back, go up, catch it, and kill the shot. He's the one who encouraged me to do it, so I'm just listening to him.
Yeah, you know, just seeing a few things from my perspective, know that he had a lot of years over me, but, you know, we just communicate. I tell him what I see out there, and he gives me an opinion, and we go out there and we execute.
Guys, again, congratulations on winning that match. See what else happens in the last match of the game day.
Let's go Renegades.
Let's go Renegades. Top-ranked singles match will close out the day. Gaucheri takes on Zulaika. These two played not long ago. Actually, the last time the Chargers were in action back on the 18th of March. Gaucheri, decisive win in that one in straight sets. The Chargers need some points today. The Renegades have opened up a lead over first place. Zulaika, what a great start to the singles season. 3 wins and 2 losses through his first 5 matches, but since that point he has lost 3 in a row. Ladies and gentlemen, we are ready to begin our final match, top-ranked singles. Representing the Chargers, we have number 54, Zulaika. And for the Renegades, we have number 20, Gaucheri. That serve begins our final match. Backhand to the inside. Here's Zulaika, big backhand. Dropped in the corner. Here's Robote. Zulaika on the bounce, up at the 9 line. Backhand passes. Gaucheri on the move. Gets out there. Powerful throw. Almost wall-to-wall on that Robote. This 1-6 inside. Gaucheri into the 2-wall. That scores. First point of our final match to Gaucheri of the Renegades.
Gaucheri's obviously warmed up from his singles before, or from his doubles match rather before. Knows that he hasn't always been as dominant in 2024 as we saw him in 2023 in singles. I imagine he's going to put his foot on the gas and not let up for what he hopes will be a straight set victory.
Robote forehand by Gaucheri. The rail just above the front wall, which is out of play.
But he's got to keep it in bounds.
Forehand to the inside. Here's Gaucheri. Gaucheri throws a drop shot and scores. 2-1 lead for Gaucheri, the Renegades. Sherry, Zuleika rather, takes the serve off the sidewall, back to the left side. It goes Sherry. One right in the corner, not a lot on that Rabote. Zuleika lays it up high off the front wall. Goes Sherry in the middle of the court, into the 2-wall. Zuleika gets out there. Zuleika, powerful return, will score.
Once Zuleika slipped into another gear and moved in on it, you saw Go Cherry's like, am I going to stab at it? Or, nah, I'm just going to, yeah. Zuleika didn't give him a chance to stab at it.
He was committed to the 2-wall all the way. Powered it inside on the return. Well done. Well placed serve, crossing and scoring. Zuleika takes the lead, 3-2.
Punishing serve. Sherry's got one too, but that was beautiful.
Zuleika, long 2-wall. Gaucheri took off early. He stops it. Gaucheri, powerful return. Scooped by Zuleika. Gaucheri in the middle of the court. Faked the carom. He put it inside where it scores. Well played point. Gaucheri ties it up 3-3.
Court positioning and body language. I mean, you're reading. Yeah. People say, what's involved in highlight? Rather a lot, actually. You not only are watching the ball that you have to be watching at all times, you're also trying to read the body language of your opponent. And these guys with the good fake movements, tough to beat.
Zuleika with a big backhand into the Chula. That scores. 4-3 lead for Zuleika.
I'd like to say that he's been out here practicing it, but I don't know how you practice that. I mean, what you do practice actually is you try sending it through the air and dropping it low on the back wall. You do try that. In that case, though, that was just spot on perfect. Chulip hits the space in between the floor and the back wall that does not permit it to bounce out.
Backhand right in the corner. Zuleika on the rebote, powerfully thrown. Back over the top, goes Sherry on the move. Puts it inside. Nice scoop by Zuleika backing up. Back in, clips off the sidewall. Goes Sherry into the long drop shot. Got the first bounce and the second. 4-4 is the score. Goes Sherry serves. Back to the inside. Interference ruled. The point will be replayed. 4-4 is still the score. Gaucheri serves. Interference ruled right here. You see Gaucheri trying to get in there for the scoop. Stopped immediately.
He absolutely did the right thing. Looked up. Gaucheri's like, you could have pushed me harder.
Arthur the inside. Zuleika, big backhand, open it up. Rabote forehand. Drop just above the pad. Zuleika advancing. Gaucheri long 2-wall. Zuleika stops it up in the front court, opens up for the carom. That'll score. 5 points for Zuleika. He's got a possible set point.
It's just such smart highlight. It's just such smart highlight. You know, they're both playing as though you can't make a mistake, and you really can't. Beautiful Kostava 2-wall here. Doesn't open up, though. Zuleika gets it. He sees Gaucheri on the move. Throws a carom that he hopes Gaucheri can't get to, and he doesn't. Really well played by Zuleika and Gaucheri. Lots of fans covering their eyes. Wow.
Big backhand, dropped in the corner, forehand Robote. Just does clear, well thrown. Here's Gaucheri into the 2-wall. That opens up the score. We are at 5-5. This is set point. Fault under serve, second serve coming up. Backhand in the corner, Gaucheri, powerful Robote, caught off the sidewall. Zuleika, there's the backhand. Right in the corner, Gaucheri's got it. Zuleika into the costado, inside placement, will score for the set. Zuleika takes it 6-5, 2 minutes, we'll play set number 2. Got our second set starting here in just a couple seconds. See Zuleika tying back in. And looking for his first singles win since February 26th. That was against Douglas of the Warriors. We're ready to begin set 2. Gaucheri will serve. That serve begins our second set. The backhand by Zuleika just does clear. Here's Robote left side, little clip off the sidewall. Zuleika on the bounce. Costado powerfully thrown, scooped up by Gaucheri. There's the backhand. Hard throw back in the corner. Here's Zuleika back over the top again, just clearing. Gaucheri to the inside, backing up. Zuleika could not scoop it up. Gaucheri on board first with a point.
Zuleika very careful. The first person that comes to mind in that catch is Olheron, who we've seen Olheron specialize in that catch. The high scoop on the left side is the best way to describe it. Olheron's focus, though, however, seems to be on the catch. And Zuleika there, have to believe he was thinking about what he was going to throw after he caught it.
Fault over serve, second serve coming up. Second serve is good. Gaucheri lays it up. Zuleika handles on the right side. Powerful forehand coming out. Picked off the sidewall. What a catch. Robote forehand by Zuleika. Powerful throw back to the inside. Here's Gaucheri. Great catch by Zuleika. There's a backhand from the 8 line. Gaucheri backs up. He rips it off the sidewall. Forehand Robote. Picked off again. Gaucheri into the costado. It's a 2-wall. Thrown to score. 2 points for Gaucheri.
Beautiful costado 2-wall there thrown by Gaucheri, landing in and scoring.
Zuleika on the backhand. Robote forehand played up at the 8 line to pass. Zuleika high off the front wall, big bounce. Gaucheri got back in there. What a scoop. This one dropped right in the corner. Zuleika pushed it outside. Gaucheri waiting on the Robote. Turns it into a 2-wall. This stopped on the outside. Zuleika opens up for the carom. Ooh, Gaucheri got to this one with a good read. Forehand blasted back to Zuleika. Puts it inside. Gaucheri coming back for it. He lays it up. Zuleika on the forehand. Owes it low and hard again. That one scores.
That was really smart highlight played both by Zuleika and Gaucheri, positioning themselves well to make catches. Zuleika just in the perfect position to catch this in the air on the right side. No juggling either. Very well done.
Zuleika straight into the 2-wall. This one stopped on the outside. Gaucheri, powerful return. Scooped, but not held on to.
Just not able to stop the ball in his cesta. That ball was constantly moving in his cesta. Beautiful positioning. Just not able to stop it after he made the catch.
And Gaucheri quickly into the serve here. Maybe looking to push the pace here. Philo straight outside, picked off by Zuleika. Zuleika with the carom. Gaucheri stops another one into the drop shot. Zuleika got up there. Quick release is gonna score.
Again, we're seeing very smart highlight. You're seeing the ball. What is smart highlight? Court position. It's moving to where the ball is to try to set yourself up to make the catch. I mean, whenever possible, just move through the air, feet on the ground, of course. Catch the ball above your waist on the left side or right side. Much easier said than done because your opponent's trying to make sure that you're not able to do that. But if you can, move to the ball, make that catch above your waist on the left or right side.
The Robote got away from Zuleika. The ball is gone. Bring the ball back. 4 points for Gaucheri. A couple fans standing up there. Some brave fans too. You're not gonna see that all too often though. Great pick up there by Zuleika. Big backhand into the corner. Big backhand backhand there by Zulaika. Hard to the inside goes Sherry on the Robote. Keeps it inside. Big bounce is tipped. 5 points for Gaucheri. He's got a possible set point. Looking to take this match to a third set. Over serve, second serve coming up. Backhand in the corner. Robote high off the front wall. By Zulaika. He makes a save on the backhand. Gaucheri on the left side from the 10 line. Backhand. Dropped in the corner. Gaucheri, this one escaped to the outside. That's in the overhead screen and out of play. 3 points for Zulaika. Gaucheri still has a possible set point.
Tremendous effort by Gaucheri to make a play on that ball. Don't know that he was going outside, but he was obviously going high to the front wall, caught the screen, which is out of play.
Robote left side, Gaucheri fires it just above the pad. Zulaika Costado straight inside. Gaucheri got a read on it, couldn't scoop it up. 4 points, Zulaika serves.
Now, obviously, all bets would be on Gaucheri finishing this off with just 1 point to go, but Zulaika's placement of that ball was excellent to the inside. Be very curious to see if we go 5-5.
Here's Gaucheri from the left side. Big backhand right in the corner. Robote laid up. That's too high. Third set coming up in just 2 minutes. Gaucheri wins set 2, 6-4.
We're going to go to a third and decisive set here in the final match of the evening. Once again, you're watching Battle Court live from the Magic City High Life Fronton in Miami, Florida.
Third set between these two great front quarters, Stu, and look at that. You see the point total played through the first 2 sets, just one shy of the maximum. 6-5 in the first set, Zulaika's favor. 6-4 in the second set in Gaucheri's favor. And you see Ben there, a little, won a couple matches and now getting some overtime there, cleaning up the sweat from Gaucheri's helmet.
We did see Zulaika reaching for that right arm a couple times. We've seen that a couple. We saw that with Olheron. We saw that with Lopez. They had to drop out. Zulaika, a little different situation here. He didn't grab the bicep. But Gaucheri here showing all the concern in the world here for his opponent. He's got his chest tied on. He's ready to catch
He's
the
not ready to
first
get
serve.
this third set going. And game day's already been decided. The Renegades with 5.5 points. Chargers just 1.5. In the grand scheme of our season, this is a big point. The Chargers can get this one. They got to stay locked in towards a top 2 seed help them out come playoff time. Third set ready to go. Zuleika's got the serve. That serve begins our third and final set.
It's close to a perfect serve.
Backhand.
Wow.
Oh, the two-wall thrown by Zuleika gets him on the board quickly to begin this third set.
That opened up beautifully and scored.
Robote left side. Gaucheri puts it back up the middle. Zuleika, quick turn on the backhand. Gaucheri looking forward on Robote. He makes the save, drops it just above the pad. Zuleika into the Costado, inside placement, will score. That is 2 points.
Tremendous placement. Beautifully done.
Backhand to the inside, pulled in there by Zuleika. Powerful return. This comes shooting out. Gaucheri makes a save. Zuleika, good reach. Cuts it off up at the 8 line. The backhand inside for Gaucheri. Gaucheri's low runner cut off beautifully there by Zuleika. Gaucheri backed up to the 10 line. High and hard into the corner. Here's Robote. Forehand. Gaucheri into the 2-wall. Stopped, but not held on to. Gaucheri gets on the board. He serves.
When the ball comes to forehand like that, again with Zuleika, you got to think he's thinking about what to throw. Again, he's been going to the carom, that sharp carom. It hadn't really been working for him.
Robote left side, right at the feet. Zuleika's there to scoop it up. Backhand. Flung just out of reach. Gaucheri comes back for it, makes the save. Zuleika up at the 7 line. Big backhand again. Dropped in the corner. Here's Robote, forehand. Gaucheri up at the 9 line. Backhand again. Right in the corner. Zuleika comes back for it. Tries to turn it into a 2-wall. That's a little wild. That sails out of play. Gaucheri gets his second. He serves.
I don't prognosticate as far as who I think is going to win or not, or on points. I am going to prognosticate that Zuleika is experiencing pain in his right arm. We're used to seeing him with one of the most powerful forehand robotes in all of battle court, and that one just went slightly past midcourt.
Great catch overhead there by Zuleika. Backhand to the inside. Gaucheri comes back for it. Makes the save. Zuleika into the Costado. It's a 2-wall. Gaucheri got there. Quick release comes up short. That's 3 points for Zuleika. Gaucheri to the inside. Got him. 3-3, we're tied up. fault. Underserve. Second serve coming up. Forehand Robote, power to the inside. Backhand just out of reach, into the corner. Gaucheri comes back for it, pushed it to the outside. Zulaika has to play the Robote. It's a 2-wall, but it's too wide. Gaucheri leads at 4-3.
It was the right throw. It was the right throw, but it was, dare I say, the wrong court. Muscle memory from many years playing elsewhere.
Zulaika handles a serve. The backhand got away from him. Didn't have control as he released it. That's 5 points for Gaucheri. Possible set and a possible point. Powerful serve. Zulaika handles it. The backhand comes in low. Here's Gaucheri at the 9-line. Blast the backhand. Robote comes shooting out. Zulaika keeps it to the inside. Good body control. Backhand return. Zulaika on the forehand. Low and hard. Well placed to the inside. That one ate him up. It's dropped. Zulaika's got 4.
You really want to see this go to 5-5. It's been great so far. Beautiful serve.
Gaucheri handles that serve across deep in the backcourt. Zulaika up at the 8. Backhand just out of reach. Good catch by Gaucheri. Forehand Robote just clears the overhead screen. Gaucheri on the backhand. This one drops low. Zulaika into the costado. It's a 2-wall.
That's beautiful.
Thrown to score. Zulaika's come back to tie it up at 5-5 in our third set. This is match point.
So beautifully done by Zulaika, who looked like both fatigue and maybe some right arm pain. We're going to take him out of it. Gaucheri was moving up on this, not able to get to it. My, oh my, 5-5. It's just the excitement that Battle Court brings.
Gaucheri on the backhand, clears the overhead screen. Zulaika waiting on it. Forehand Robote turned inside. What a catch by Gaucheri. Ripped it off the sidewall. Zulaika's Robote dropping a little lower. Gaucheri couldn't get there in the air. Comes back for it. It's a 2-wall. Not opening up. Zulaika. Forehand low and hard. Gaucheri couldn't make the play.
Wow.
Point set and match. What a comeback by Zulaika. Takes it in the third set. Winning it 6-5. Renegades win the game day 5.5 to 2.5. We got a post-game show coming up in just a few moments.
What is Battle Court High Life? The world's fastest ball sport, and so much more. Highlight is played inside a 3-wall court that measures just 120 feet long by 33 feet wide. The game is played with a hand-woven wicker basket called a cesta and a highlight ball. The ball is as hard as a rock, and it travels around the court at an average speed of 150 miles per hour. Players will crash into the sidewall or throw themselves onto the concrete ground without a single layer of padding just to get to it. Highlight is like playing baseball if you had to catch and throw with just the gloved hand. And it's a volley sport, kind of like tennis, but much more dangerous.
Manny, there's a camera on Brad.
Can he come back at Devin Eastro? 1.5 laps to do so. And for Kevin Abbey then, it's all about getting in that slipstream and staying there. There is David Ladamada. Him and Yannick Vonenberg have both got past Lars Bulmer. So Lars Bulmer's pace just starting to drop off again here, like it did in the knockout qualifying towards the very end. Interesting to see. Tufan on the back of Lars Bulmer. And that then is something that he might want to do. But this man starts the final lap of this race. He's been caught by Sanchez a little bit, but the gap still 1.4. It's going to take something magical from Alejandro Sanchez to take this race win away from Schmiedl. Did the hard work in the knockout qualifying, made 4 places on the opening lap, did the rest over the course of the race, and then since he's got past this man, he hasn't need to look behind him once. And what must be going through this man's mind? He had pole position took away from him, and then he lost out to Schmiedl. Here is David Ladamada getting closer to the back of Yannick Vonenberg then as they just start the final lap of the race as well. Vertiger's on the back of Enrique Marinon. Gasner and Bulmer trying to get past each other, as well as Jean Tufan. And for Ladamada, can he make up an extra place, get himself a top 12 finish? What about Kevin Abbey? He's dropped to a second behind Davin Eastro now, so Eastro looks like he's got that one on. A bit of weaving down the Kemmel Straight. Through nicely. It's going to take a lot of work for Ladamada to get this one. But the final part of the lap, flat scat from Mikkel Schmiedl here. And you have to say, it's been a champion's drive nonetheless. It's been absolutely fantastic all season from this man, and he's played it so clever. He knows when to attack and when to defend. He knows when to not make the moves. But Mikkel Schmiedl here, he's going to win at Spa, and he's going to win the Racer League Championship here at Racing Unleashed. Alejandro Sanchez across the line for a P2. Great fight from the pair of them. And you can see the joy on his face. Javier Loro P3, Angelo Miquel P4 from him, and Sanchez there, headset off. What could have been maybe Devin Eastro. He's going to, gets it all sideways out the final chicane, but he's far enough ahead that he manages to hang on to that as Kevin Abbey holds off from Haas for the final point scoring position. Holstein crossed the line for 5th. There is Javier Loro, your 3rd place man. Obviously all results are provisional, and we will get a confirmation on the final result, but at the minute as it stands, Schmiedl is your champion. There is Mark Gasner, 15th place for him. Lars Bulmer 16th. I don't know if that's because he's pulled up. We will find out the classification at the end, but there is Schmiedl with behind Sanchez, and I think he just wants to, these two are still racing, I think. I don't know if he's trying to go alongside to say thank you or if they're still having a battle. The checkered flag has flown, boys. You can relax now, you can breathe now. But Mikkel Schmiedl, what an absolute demon drive that was. And he is your Racer League champion with 3 races still to come in the calendar. Circuit de Barcelona Catalunya next in September. And how the final blows to Schmiedl. It was Schmiedl who got the knockout punch in the end for the championship.
Do you want to control your money?